Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me for another Transformers review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the TransArt's BWM-01 Strange Friend figure, and this is their Transmutate. And I have to say, when this box turned up, I was really surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be so big, but it is pretty huge. For comparison, just for the size of the box, that is deluxe class Kingdom Air Razor, so you can see it's a huge box and the figure is pretty massive. So as always, let's have a look around the box, and you can see it's got this beautiful artwork on the front. I'm really enjoying these TransArt boxes. I think they look fantastic. I don't usually get boxes from stuff I get from Japan, but just recently sellers have been sending them in boxes, so I'm like, alright, fine. This is very nice. I do like the artwork on there a lot. Around the side, you can see it's got Strange Friend in some gold lettering. It's gold on the front as well, by the way. And it's that on the back. And yes, this is very interesting. This side you've got Silverbolt, and this side you've got Rampage. And if you haven't seen this particular episode of Beast Wars, you won't understand the reference. I urge anyone watching this review, if you have never seen Beast Wars, if for some reason you're saying, oh, I'm never going to watch it, it's a rubbish show, I urge you to watch this episode. It's season 2. I can't remember exactly what number it is, but it's entitled Transmutate. I'll try and remember to put the episode number in the description down below. It's heartbreaking. It's a heartbreaking episode, but it's absolutely one of the best Transformers episodes from across the continuity, in my opinion anyway. It's so well written and so well performed. I urge you to go check it out. But anyway, that aside, just got some information down the bottom here. There's a QR code over there. I think that takes you, yes, it takes you to their Weibo page. So it's just Strange Friend on that side, Strange Friend on the top, and not very much on the bottom. A bit more the artwork there. So yeah, the box itself is absolutely gorgeous. But let's crack it open and take a look at the figure. Alright, so here we've got Transmutate out of their box, and I love this. I really do. I love this so much. Like I said at the beginning, this is one of my favourite, well, it's actually one of my favourite and also one of my least favourite episodes of Beast Wars because it's so sad. But I love this character, and I think it's a shame that they didn't get more airtime because they have a beautiful spark. But anyway, before we get to talking about the figure itself, let's have a look at what they come with. Firstly, they come with these in a little bag. And if anybody knows what the heck these are for, please let me know, because I haven't got a clue. They look like they're to hold some ball joints or something. I don't know if they're... This was their first figure, so I don't think it's for replacement bits for another figure that they've done, is it? I can't work out where they go. They don't seem to fit on this figure, unless they're replacement parts for the joints, maybe? I don't know where they go. Well, there's no instructions, so there's nothing that tells you what these are or what you're supposed to do with them. I don't have a clue. So, yeah, okay, they come with those. I will say, actually, that this figure does come disassembled in the box, but I'll get to that in a minute. You've got this terrifying, screaming face, which is accurate, but I won't be using it because, honestly, that scares me. It scares me a little bit. I don't mind their other faces, but this one's scary, so... And then you get this face, you get this sort of happy face that they have made a friend. And in fact that they have made 2 friends. So yeah, and these faces, they do come with these light piping pieces in them. You can remove them. I don't know why you'd need to, but they do come out if you want them to. And that is it. If you buy the what was its name? I've forgotten what its name now. The Black Agent, the Ravage figure. If you buy the Ravage figure, they include this card with that figure, so that's nice. I'm quite happy to have this card. It's got some stats on the back, and you can see that all the way along here, maximum of everything, even intelligence. Some people say that Transmutate is thick, but I don't think they're thick. I just think that they're misunderstood. So yeah, there you go. You get a nice little card if you buy that Black Agent, I think it was. I put the box away and I've forgotten what that thing's called. Yeah, Black Agent. Okay, right. So that's that. Now let's have a look at the figure itself. So yes, like I said, it does come disassembled in the box. So let me just get in a bit closer here. Now, what you have to do, I didn't show it in bits because I thought that would be weird. Basically, this head section comes separately. The two rubber hoses come separately, and the legs you have to pop on as well. But that's pretty much what you have to do. So let's get in close and have a look at the face that's on it. I left this face on because I like this face. I think it looks so sweet. Oh, look. And I know when I got this, I put a post on the Fingers on Plastic group that I'm a member of, and Simon said that he was scared of this face. He thought that it looked terrifying. Oh, it's because he hasn't seen it. It's because he hasn't seen Beast Wars. But yeah, let's bring that down a little bit so it's easy to see. It's a little awkward to pose this one, not because it lacks posability, but because it's ever so slightly it's a bit wobbly in the midsection. So, but yeah, you get the idea. It's a nice face. Now inside here, if you want to, you can take the face off. It just slides off, and you can put a little battery in here, and I think it was a CR, I forgot what it was now. I'll post it down below because I've forgotten what it was now. I just looked at it as well. It's a button. It's a button cell, but I'm not sure that I have those batteries handy. I will have a little rummage around. If I have one, then I'll post an update. It just slides in there, and then you can just slide the face back on, and then basically just you push on the top of the head to turn it off and on. At least that's what it says in the little card that came with it. So yeah, overall I really like this figure. I think the paint is solid. You get a good amount of silver paint all on that head section. It's mostly moulded in this green, which is screen accurate as far as I can tell, but you do get some nice silver down here on this chest section. There's also some gold here. There's some gold here and here, and on this neck assembly, and then of course on this massive cannon section you get a lot of gold there. The spine is all done in gold. I don't know if it's painted or plastic. I think it's painted. That said, no, I can't really tell. Yes, it's painted. You can see it just in there, look. So yeah, but it's really nice. It's a little bit silver here. Big amount of gold on that front section there, which we will not mention the shape of. And then you've got some silver down the legs, some more gold. More there on the back. And then there's quite a lot of pistons and that sort of thing going on. Now I did say that mine is a bit unwieldy, and it's a bit, I don't know if you can see that, just sort of, it's difficult to pose because it's so very loose all in the midsection, which is a real shame because the posability of this figure would be insane if it wasn't for that. Because you've got, alright, let me see if I can run this down because there's a lot. You've got a ball joint at the head there. You've got two piston like things going on here which do move independently of one another. That's a bit, I just want to do it now. They do move though, they move from side to side a bit. That's because I pushed them in a bit further earlier because it kept falling out. I'll try and get that to work in a bit. And then you've got this hinge section here. Oh, this will happen as well. This will pop out, but don't worry too much about that. You've got this hinge section here, and this whole assembly works on this rocker, so you can go up and down. You can get really far forward, or you can just go really far back on that rocker. And then the problem section is basically the spine, because you've got, I'm trying to work this out now, you've got a big ball joint. It's easy to see it from here. There's a big ball joint here, so you get some rocking movement there, and then basically this section and this section, the ball joints here as well, and these are quite loose, so any stability that you would normally get from a spine section just isn't there. And then you've got these pistons here and here, and again those are extremely loose, so you lose any stability you would have had there. And these in turn are also on ball joints. You can see just up in there, a little ball joint there, and also on ball joints at the bottom. So yes, posability in that midsection is just awful because it's just so loose. I'm going to have to try and figure out a way of getting that tightened up a bit, because as it stands you can only really balance, you can't pose, which is a shame because, as I said, this is a gorgeous figure. Other articulation, so you've got rotation at this arm, and you've also got some in and out. This whole section will move all the way up and all the way down, I say, as it gets stuck. And then you've got a hinge here which will go all the way backwards if you want it to. There's no rotation here, but there is rotation at the wrist. And then you get the main thumb is static, you can't move that, but each of these two fingers are hinged here and here, so you can move those as you see fit. And again, on this side you can have rotation, some in and out movement, no pistons on this side. Again, this cannon section go all the way back, all the way forwards. Would it be nice if they'd put a light in there maybe, but I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. The legs also rotate on a nice ratchet joint actually. You don't get any in and out motion from here. This leg can go all of the way round actually. Ow, that seems painful. And then you've got a piston here which attaches to this foot, so that will go up and down. You don't get any posability on the feet. And then this leg you can slide again up and down, similarly to the arm. We'll go all the way around, but I'm not going to do it because it just looks so painful. You can fold that leg all the way back, and then you've got up and down movement on the foot. I think that's all of it. Like I say, it's very well articulated. It does take a lot of cues from the, let's see what I mean, it's just not going to stay now. So I fiddled around with it and it doesn't want to stand now. It takes all of the cues from the episode that this figure was in, this character I should say, and then you've got these that just plug in there. They are supposed to move with the figure, but yeah, it doesn't really want to. Oh, there we go. So you can move that, you can move the head around like that, and it will sort of tilt on those bits. That's what I was trying to do earlier, get it to move on that bit. But it does move. That's it, yeah, it moves on that hinge as well, but then you end up popping one of those out, so yeah, probably best not to do that. I had a heck of a job getting that back in earlier and all, man, I've just knocked that out again. Get it. So yes, this is, if you're a Beast Wars fan and you've seen this episode and you like this character, then I would definitely recommend getting this figure. If, and there's a big if, you can put up with a wonky midsection, because that for me is a bit of a bugger. I love the figure, I do, I absolutely adore it. I just think if we could have got this section here tighter, then that would have been much better. But for the most part, I think it's a good figure, for me personally. Anyway, you might think differently. You might think, oh, this is an absolute mess. And yeah, I mean, honestly, if it was a figure of a character that I was only marginally interested in, I would give it a lower score. But it's a character that I absolutely love. Now I do have Silverbolt and Rampage, the original figures, but they do not scale with this thing. It is much bigger than it would have been in the show. In the show, if I remember correctly, it's about the same size as Rampage, so it's too big. So just for a comparison, that is Studio Series Soundwave. Thanks, Hasbro. I've been talking about that being wobbly, but you know, even Hasbro can't get it right. So, but yeah, that's Studio Series Starscream from the Bumblebee movie, and yeah, it's a good sort of half of that figure taller in this pose. But if you straighten out the spine and you can get it to stand taller, it's much taller than that even. So yes, I saw this quite some time ago. I think I first saw Ben from Ben's Collectibles do a review on it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to need that figure. And it was sold out everywhere, and I was gutted. I was like, oh no, and the aftermarket prices were horrendous. And I was like, no, I can't do this. So yeah, I managed to find it on a website I haven't used for a while actually, but I am now using more often. And he had like, I don't know, 20 of them. And I was so happy because they were normal price, they weren't inflated prices. So yeah, I'll put a link to where you can buy this down in the description below, just in case if you do want one and you don't have to pay stupid money for it, because you know it's good. And I'm just, you know, I'm wondering if these bits are to help that spine problem. I'm gonna get my screwdriver out and have a look, see if these fix that spine problem. If they do, I will append that to the end of this video. If not, I won't, and you'll know. It just won't be there. But yeah, I would recommend this figure. If this is what I think it is, and it does fix that, then that's fantastic. But yeah, even if it doesn't, I think it's worth a pick up if you like the character. It's a beautiful figure, it really is, and they've done a wonderful job. Even with that spine problem, they've done a fantastic job with this. So yeah. So as always, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this review and that you'll join me again. I've got lots more Transformers coming up, so stay tuned for those. And until then, do take care of yourselves and bye for now. Right, so I've just taken my Transmutate apart, and yes, this is indeed a fix for this loose spine. So this is just quick, but what you're going to do is there is a screw here. I mean, there's not now because I've taken mine out, but there will be in yours. There's a screw here, and 3 screws here. So you're going to need to undo all of those. So what you do is just pop that apart from there. This one will pop apart here. And then this large one, and this was difficult to get apart. I think for mine there was some paint on the inside, so it's all kind of stuck together. Take that apart, and then what you're left with here is this bit. And it's funny actually, because without all that weight on it, those feel quite tight, those joints. But yes, this is what you're going to replace. Well, you're not going to replace this bit, you need to keep this bit, but you're going to replace this piece and this piece with this piece. So this piece goes at the top. It'll replace that there, and then this piece is going to go at the bottom. Now I'm not going to show you how to do that because, well, you know, you can work that out yourself. I'm going to go and heat these 2 pieces up so I can get them off without breaking the pegs, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like after those are on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to append this part of the video to the video of the review, but I'm also going to post it separately in case anybody's looking for this fix. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and heat those up, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, so we've got the new pieces on. I did mine just over the kettle, but I'm slightly concerned that now that I put these new pieces on, they seem to pop off really easily. So I'm not entirely sure how much of a fix this is going to be if they just keep coming off. But let's try it. So we're going to want to put that piece in there. Oh, yeah, okay. And that piece wants to go in there, that way up. So that's the way you want it. I'm just going to do this quickly off camera, but you get the idea. That's the way around that you need to have it. So let me put it back together and see if this makes any difference. Alright, so that's the fix all done. Yeah, the reason mine weren't holding in is because it's just gone 10 o'clock at night and I'm tired and I'm an idiot. I hadn't quite pushed the balls into the sockets far enough. So if you do this fix, you're going to have to make sure you put some pressure on the balls so that when they interact with the socket they go pop. As you can see, I used quite a bit of force. So yeah, so as you can see now, this fix means that Transmutate can now hold a pose, which is excellent. So I have to say a big thank you to TransArt's for doing this fix. I mean, I know I had to do it myself at home, but you know what I mean. Now, when I bought this particular figure, it was listed as a reissue, so it's possible that TransArt have just decided to reissue the figure as it is. I'm assuming that they've moulded these parts in with what came after him. No, it would have been their cheat or their Ravage that I've just got and I have to review. So yeah, I think they moulded these pieces with one of those because obviously they're not green, they're grey. The original pieces are, as you can see, the same green as the main figure. So yeah, I think that's what they've done there. And then they've just put them in a box and let us get on with fixing it, which is fine because for me, it's not that difficult. You can see you can get Transmutate to stand all the way up now, albeit unbalanced because I don't have the legs right, but you see what I'm saying now. So yes, I'm very happy that they've done that, although it does mean that that will occasionally just pop out there, but yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm glad that they have included that fix in my box at least. Sorry for the weird posing at this point now, it's just that with doing that spine bit, I just wanted to get that in camera. So as you can see now, you see there's a screw there. Can't see that one because it's behind the leg. There's one there, and those 3 there, and those are just the ones that you need to take out. So you just need to remove 5 screws, heat up the old ball sockets, pop them off, pop the new ones back on, and just reassemble. So I hope that this short fix part of the video has been of use to you. I am going this time. Now that I've fixed my Transmutate, I'm definitely going. So right, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.